This is how you could be a successful person. Where did I get the knowledge from on how to be a successful person? By watching successful people on YouTube. They look presentable. The men have nice hair, well groomed, from trimmed eyebrows to the groomed face. They dress for success. No jeans, but slacks. No t-shirts, but collared shirts. You guessed it. Suit jackets and blazers. Dress shoes. Here's a tip. Buy a half shoe insole for your dress shoes. They feel amazing. Not too much jewelry. Maybe a watch, ring, and some earrings. I like the rectangular watch. I got this one for 70 bucks, made by the brand Bernie. They have money coming in. You can get your money from a 9 to 5, which I think is great. They don't pay extra for unnecessary things. They don't give out money for no reason or just to give it out and not comprehend what they're doing. Not know, but comprehend where your money is going. And don't be too generous with money until you're situated to do so. They invest into what they love doing, whether it's creating a product to sell or just investing into their hobbies and making a business out of them. But they're always crafting their skills, finding new ways to make their products or hobbies enjoyable to their audience. We'll call hobbies a product also. They are always trying to make their product better. They'll try ideas that they think is absurd and crazy, but may benefit the product. They give it a shot. They don't care if their closest supportive system think that their idea is way out of this earth and will never work. They don't even believe their own doubts. They just go for it. They have a luxury or entry luxury car. Doesn't have to be a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. It can be a used 10 to 15-year-old Mercedes S550, a Cadillac, a Buick, or a Lincoln. Those cars are generally well taken care of and maintenance. Having a nice car makes you feel good in it while driving. The perception seen by others is that you're a person that means business. It's an everyday motivation to being successful. It'll keep you inspired on your business because you're in the position of a business person. How is that not inspiring? Driving a luxury car, you're dressed well, look presentable, you're focused on making your product more enjoyable. It puts you in a mindset that's always trying to elevate your business. You have all the tools and you're in the right position to innovate and bring to life enjoyable products to your audience. They have nice teeth. You feel better talking to someone when your teeth are flossed and white. I always floss my teeth. I have flosses in my car. I use whitening strips often. A good whitening toothpaste is Colgate Optic White Pro Series Stain Prevention. They're always learning, always gaining knowledge, listening to all the popular business audiobooks. They listen to the same type of lessons to keep them focused and not lose sight of their goal. Their brain is always focused on being better. They expand their knowledge by getting information on things they don't know about but are interested in. It can be learning new video editing tricks for your business's content, listening to similar successful content to instill it in your brain that you are focused on success. They're in the right mindset to grow. They always focus on growing. They never lose sight of their dream. They gather all the information and knowledge to get them to reach their dream. They get inspired by someone or something. Look at Miller Reese Hutchinson. He created a hearing aid to help his deaf friend. Henry Ford was always inspired to innovate his cars, to make them better, find ways to make production faster, and inspired to make his brand number one in his eyes, believing that he could finish the job or reach a goal, whether it's by taking the long, harder work required, less rewarding at the moment route compared to a person that took a faster route and is receiving rewards, is what will make you receive way better rewards at the end compared to the other person, because you believed in yourself. You believed in your work, even though you felt doubt at times while working. At the end, you still believed in your work. That is a result of being inspired. Similar to a story of a book called The Parable of a Pipeline. There are many stories similar to these of successful people that were inspired by someone or something. They put themselves in position to win. They can be working a 9 to 5 to get what they want. And they get what they want. They did all the fine details required. They found new ways to improve their work or product. If you're a business owner, they strive to be the best and win. And win is what they did. They don't let nothing distract them from trying to be better. They cut off people, their own thoughts, or bad habits that don't align with trying to become better. They see their thoughts as people. They invest into their good thoughts and treat them as a person, a part of a team, a family. Good thoughts can be, I want to create something powerful, meaningful, and enjoyable for my consumers. Invest into that thought. Do what you have to. Get more information on how to support your thought. Put together a plan and go for it. Write it down. Don't let your thoughts go to waste. Instead, bring them to life. They are creative, do what they love, and don't care how others view them. Similar to myself. I make content based around success, but I like to create music that has bad words, talks on topics that are looked down upon. Some of the lyrics are metaphors, and some aren't. It's just how I feel inside at the time, and it's meant for a niche audience. That doesn't mean I neglect or am hypocritical to my business based on success and its purpose. It's just another part of who I am. They have a plan they want to achieve, and they achieve it, whether it takes a year, decade, or 20 years, because they did what was required and more from them to get what they want. The successful men work out and have muscular bodies. They bench and curl 40, 50, or 60-pound dumbbells. They put their body through pain to look good. They don't let no one or circumstances distract them from their goals. If someone has a disbelief in them, they don't care. They keep going. They keep trying crazy things for their business or to bring their ideas to reality. Let's say a successful person's circumstance consists of a $5,000 loss that they couldn't afford. They recoup. They get back their $5,000 and more. They may worry about the loss or dread it, but they stay in position to win and they recoup. Say they lost a $5,000 watch that was a part of them for years. They want to buy the same watch. They have no money at the moment, but a $10,000 check on the way that was meant to be used for a business investment. The watch doubled since they first bought it. They buy it again because the watch meant something to them. They take better care of it to not lose it again, but now they are behind 1 year on their business investment and could only afford the bare minimum to keep their business going. But at the end, they have their watch preciously taken care of. They have a similar watch that costs half the price, so they don't have to be too careful. And they invested $20,000 into their business 2 years later. Devastating circumstances can happen when you're in a great position, but successful people have an understanding of what's going on and how to overcome that devastating circumstance with a plan. The plan may be doing something you weren't expecting you would have to do, but you know it's necessary if you want to overcome the situation. They're on the grind daily. They may work during the week. They may go to the gym daily. If they're sore, they may go every other day. They stay learning, inspired by watching content or listening to audiobooks. They may work on their business during the weekend for 13 hours or as long as they could till they get drained. At the end of the day, they may give themselves time to watch content that makes them laugh and fall asleep because it's healthy. After all that work, they wind down, chill, enjoy for an hour or so, then sleep. Sometimes they may watch inspiring content, but it's at the end of their day, so they'll let themselves watch something funny. They get inspired. They find inspiration. Like me, I took a trip to Los Angeles to see all the buildings because in my head, I think that all the rich people are in those buildings. And the buildings themselves are worth $500,000 cash or $1 billion on up financed. It seems to me like a money destination. That's where all the money is. Imagine if you could see a person that works in a big building or owns a building or lives in it. You get the chance just to observe them for a few seconds. See how they carry themselves, see their elegantness, and try to be like them. Now that's inspiration. They find inspiration on things they love doing, and they create plans, and they put effort into those plans, and they reach the finish point. They don't stop halfway. They try to be the best in whatever they're doing. If they have a 9 to 5, they're the best employee there. They give all their efforts doing their job and more. They learn fast. Boss shows them one time and they got it. They know what needs to be done there and they do it. They help their team. They're kind. They don't engage towards harassment. They either be kind to the person harassing them, tell the boss, or quit and leave and find a new job if harassment is overwhelming. If they work out, they see their body as the best because the best is a result of all their hard work in the gym. If they make content, they try to make it the best, from lenses to the lighting, the camera exposure, background setting, their video topic, their content in the video, their tone, the editing process, checking sounds is correct and visuals are nice. They're always trying to be their best at the moment, so the end result will be the best. If their latest video isn't the best, or they think they can work on some things, then they work on whatever they are trying to better, and they make sure their next video has improved on what needed improving. They don't just ignore what needs to be improved. No, they improve it immediately.